Many times there's a disconnect between what we believe ourselves to be and how the world sees us. So introduction expert Joanna Bloor will help us explore this topic of amplification. She has coached dozens and dozens of individuals as they navigate their careers.
Every decision made about you and your opportunities is made in a room that you're not in. Now, yes, absolutely. When they offer you the opportunity, you get to choose whether you want to take it or not. But ultimately, somebody else does. And part of why I'm actually standing here is because I forgot that lesson. As somebody who got to build a ton of super cool startups, I ended up losing my dream job because I forgot to re-audition for my job when a new CEO came into the company. And I was like, duh, dummy. You actually need to tap in back into who are you and what is your unique awesome and where does all of that sit? And then I would not have been surprised that maybe my time was up at Pandora, which was what the case was.
What happened to the Jane's okay and Rebecca is clearly a superstar? Like, what happened there and how is the conversation happening? And as the conversation continued, by the end of the conversation, Rebecca got a promotion and Jane did not. And I sat there and I thought, do either Rebecca or Jane understand the power of the decision that was made in the room that they were not in? And I have no doubt that Jane is actually probably pretty darn great. But she's not managing how do you tell that story.
Why is this language of what are you known for so fundamentally broken? Because as I started doing work, what I saw consistently, and this was with men and with women and with everybody from high school students all the way up to CEOs, is that there's not a person I have met today or in my entire career of doing this where I've said, do you really love how you answer the question, what do you do? Do you really know how to describe what you are known for? And everybody struggles with it. And they struggle with it because the language that we use to talk about human beings and their talent and what they do and what they work for is very single-dimensional. We talk about binary things like what are your title, what are your skills? And the reality is both business and technology has moved into a much more multi-dimensional quantum world. And what I'd like to suggest to all of you is that people have not. We are still living in the world where who you are, like the most common answer to the question of what do you do is I'm the fill in my title here at company there. It doesn't tell anything about anybody. It really doesn't tell a story about how unbelievably amazing you are and doesn't really engage on that amazing human-to-human connection that we want.
What you are doing by sharing why you are uniquely awesome in a compelling way that is in a way that the other person goes, ooh, I want that, is you are teaching them how to talk about you in the room that you're not in. All right, so I'm done talking. I want to start showing. Who wants a new answer to the question, what do you do?
This is not you get to sit back and relax. I am going to be pulling a couple of you guys up here on stage to play with me this morning. Every single person who's come up here has actually pretty much shaken up here. I get the benefit of actually getting to see the person go, oh my God, I can't believe I just said yes. But I also can guarantee you that everybody who got up here was really glad they did. And the number one question or comment I get after this session is, oh, I wish I'd volunteered.